Thank you, Congressman Terry, and I just want to thank you so much for all you've done. I've seen you work in the committee, get this through the committee process. You've been tenacious, and I thank you. I thank you for getting this through the House floor, and now getting it across the finish line, which is really what we need to do. And I thank you, along with the tens of thousands of people that want to thank you as well, that will have a job. And that's what we're talking about here. Like you said, my friend, is creating jobs. And we talk about creating jobs here in America, and politicians really don't do it, but we have a chance to do something. And these aren't government jobs. These aren't census takers or IRS agents. These are private sector jobs. And so I thank you, Congressman Terry, for all you've done and creating those jobs. And another thing, too, that this does is lessens our dependence on OPEC oil. Now, I'm tired, along with many other people, of sending $1 billion or more every single day to foreign countries to subsidize their economies and their nations at the expense of our own. And it's a national security issue as well. But this Keystone pipeline really creates jobs. Keystone's the largest infrastructure project ready for construction in the U.S. and is privately funded, requiring no spending. The $7 billion price tag will support jobs in the U.S. and create demand for U.S. products. Keystone Pipeline will create, as my friend said, 20,000 new jobs directly and support hundreds of thousands of jobs in the coming years. More than 1,400 companies across the U.S. sell their products and services for oil sand work. Keystone XL will lead to more economic activity. Canada is the United States' #1 trading partner. In 2010, two-way trade in goods and services between the U.S. and Canada was more than $640 billion each day. $1.7 billion worth of goods and services traverse the U.S.-Canadian border. It'll boost national security. Canada is the most reliable and secure oil supplier for Americans outside the U.S. The real foreign alternative to oil sands are from volatile nations like Venezuela. Keystone XL will encourage greater oil production in the Bakken areas of North Dakota and Montana. Trade with Canada complements an all-of-the-above domestic energy strategy: more domestic oil, more alternative fuels, and more auto innovation. Global demand for oil will continue to increase dramatically, meaning that the oil sands will be produced. The question is whether Americans will directly benefit or if the oil will be exported to Asia or even China, or Asia, primarily China. Canada is one of America's top allies in meeting security threats around the world. Oil sands production is a major economic engine for Canada, and the government supports Keystone XL. America's foreign policy must not be dictated by EPA, which opposes the Keystone XL pipeline. And like Congressman Lee Terry said, the Obama administration puts electoral politics ahead of national security interests by putting off a decision on Keystone XL until after the elections. That is crazy. The State Department conducted more than 3 years of rigorous analysis and was widely expected to approve Keystone XL by the end of this year, before the White House came under environmentalist pressures. The Obama administration has put environmentalists ahead of American workers. As one example, Keystone XL is supported by several major unions: United Association of Journeymen and Apprentice of Plumbing and Pipe Fitters Industry of the U.S. and Canada, International Union Operators and Engineers, Labor's International Union of North America, International Brotherhood of Teamsters, International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Building and Construction Trade Department, AFL-CIO. Now, this is one of the best Christmas gifts we could give the American people by creating jobs and lessening our dependence on foreign oil and stop sending $1 billion every single day to foreign countries. Again, I want to thank Congressman Lee Terry for all the work he's done on this, and thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Sullivan, and I appreciate your support on this issue. At this time,